Good morning. Welcome into the program, MetroNews Talkline. I'm Dave Wilson, filling in for Hoppy. He's back on Monday. There's a lawsuit that is going to be moving forward against the state Medicaid program and UniCare, which handles managed care for the Medicaid program, contending that people needing treatment for substance use or substance abuse are not getting the treatment they need because of restrictions within the program. I think that summarizes a filing and a notice to the state that lawsuit is coming. Forbes Law Offices out of Charleston handling the case. Joining us now is attorney Jesse Forbes to explain further. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for taking some time with me. That was my explanation of the lawsuit. Can you explain it in a little more detail?
No, I'm happy to. I thought it was a pretty good explanation. I might have to bring you to the hearing. What we have here, Dave, is a situation where I represent Ohio Valley Physicians, which operate as OVP Health. And these folks provide substance use disorder treatment for West Virginia citizens that are part of the Medicaid program. They do this in locations around the state, and they really provide what has been described as the gold standard of substance use disorder treatment. In order to do that and do it safely and effectively, they have drug testing labs in their own facilities. And these are physician-run labs, and they're able to conduct urine screens and get results back within 24 hours immediately so that the doctors and the nurses and the staff that are treating these individuals have the ability to know exactly what the baselines are and what's in these people's system and make decisions on how to provide medical care safely. What started happening at the beginning of this year is that UniCare, one of the managed care providers for the state Medicaid program, refused to provide reimbursement for these lab tests. And as a result of that, they're now requiring lab testing to be done by out-of-state labs and other labs that are located elsewhere with serious delays in getting these results back. You go from a 24-hour turnaround to days and days before a doctor or a nurse can figure out what's in someone's system so they can figure out how to treat them effectively. And this is really dangerous for patients. It's dangerous for folks that are recovering from substance use. I mean, as we all know, we're sitting here we keep saying it, everyone says it all the time, we're in the epicenter of the opioid epidemic, but we say that because it's true. And these folks are trying to battle on the front lines of that to help these people stay off of opioids. And instead of being able to treat them effectively with effective medicine, they're forced to wait days now to get the results of these tests. Now, what my people have done instead of doing that is they've continued to provide the tests in-house, and they're running up costs for doing that, and the Medicaid provider, UniCare, is refusing to provide reimbursement. So the Ohio Valley physicians are footing the bill for this because they think that it's in their patients' interest and that they want to be able to say that they're providing effective medicine because they want to treat the patient that's in front of them. It's a serious problem, and it runs afoul of federal law. The issue is that the federal law changed years ago to say that there has to be parity in treatment for substance use disorder, the same as if you have some other medical condition and go to a hospital or a doctor. And instead here, UniCare has made this a situation where they're not allowing parity to happen, which they're contractually obligated to, not only to my folks, to these physicians, but they're also obligated through the state of West Virginia's managed care contract, which the reason we filed and asked for an injunction from the court is that contract is about to renew with UniCare. And we're going to be in a situation where DHHR is allowing them to flout the federal law again. And it's dangerous for patients. It's dangerous for West Virginia residents. My folks want to see this in a position where they can treat effectively, but at the end of the day, they can't continue forever to provide this service without reimbursement.
So where is this as far as the courts go? You provided the notice that this lawsuit was coming. Have you filed the suit or you filed for injunction? Where are we in the process?
The suit and the petition for injunction have been filed today. They were filed this morning. My clients, these are a group of doctors. They don't want to be in a courthouse. They want to be in a treatment facility or in a hospital treating their patients. They don't want to be having to fight a legal battle. So what they've done is they've spent months trying to resolve this first with UniCare and explain to them that under our estimation, they're violating federal law. Then they've gone to DHHR through the notice to them. We put the state on notice more than a month ago, telling them this was coming. They needed to address this. Instead of addressing it, they're apparently going to renew the contract with UniCare and allow UniCare to continue to take what I believe to be hundreds of millions of dollars under this contract, but not provide this service. And what they want to do is they want to do it at a more discounted rate to them, which compromises patient care. That discounted rate involves sending this to out-of-state labs and delaying for a great deal of time. I mean, I think probably almost everyone listening has had the experience of waiting days and days and days for one of these out-of-state labs to get their COVID-19 test results back. That's what we're talking about here. The difference is you're not just isolating in a house for 3 or 4 days. You're sitting somewhere where you can't get your treatment. You can't get the medicine that the doctor wants to prescribe to you because he doesn't know or she doesn't know whether it's safe to do that. And if we're in a position like that, these folks are drug addicts. Unfortunately, a lot of them have serious opioid problems, and they're going to be in a position where they might relapse. Or if you treat them without knowing what's in there, then you've got a situation of whether or not you're doing something improper that could contribute to their detriment. I mean, this puts patients' lives in danger, which is why my clients have been trying for months to get first UniCare and then DHHR to do something. Unfortunately, they haven't, and so this group that would really prefer to be treating their patients is now fighting a legal battle so that they can treat them effectively.
Is Ohio Valley Physicians unique in this situation? Are they an outlier? Why, or is this affecting other healthcare providers in West Virginia?
Well, I believe it's affecting other healthcare providers, certainly with the UniCare situation, because what you have is Ohio Valley provides a really strong substance use disorder program at facilities around the state, and the clientele, the patients, now will have to be driving miles and miles. So if you're someone who's sitting in Williamson, West Virginia, and you could go to the OVP facility and get your drug screen, you now are being told, well, you better figure out a way to get a ride to Logan and take your drug screen at LabCorp or somewhere else so that we can get the results back in days, and we'll call you when we have them. And that's what they want to have happen. Now, my people have continued to pay for this without reimbursement. But I believe that this is a problem that's broader than OVP. It's a problem that the state really needs to step in and do something for, and that's the impetus for this lawsuit.
We'll continue to follow the suit as it moves forward. And again, you said that was filed this morning?
Yes, sir. The suit was filed in Kanawha County Circuit Court this morning. And at the end of the day, Ohio Valley Physicians, OVP Health, what they're trying to do is treat these people effectively so that these folks that have substance use disorder can get off of opioids, can, in some situations, get their children back, be a parent, be employable, no longer be a burden on society. And they do a tremendous job at that. But this managed care group that takes hundreds of millions of dollars from the state is trying to tie their hands and make it ineffective in the way that they treat their patients.
Jesse Forbes, representing Ohio Valley Physicians and the lawsuit, Forbes Law Offices in Charleston. Jesse, thank you very much for the information this morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you.